Who signs the listing agreement in a probate sale? We get into that next. Welcome back to the channel featuring the leading probate real estate team in all of California. I'm Brendan Mohr, Realtor, life member of the Masters Club, and certified probate and trust specialist by the California Association of Realtors.
And I'm Bill Heyman. I'm a licensed California professional fiduciary. I'm also a licensed California real estate broker, and I'm a registered and bonded California legal document assistant specializing in probate and trust work.
Now go ahead and like and subscribe, and if you've got a house to sell, we can help you avoid the cost and headache of probate and trust administration. Those services come with the listing at a phenomenal discount with no upfront fees, saving families thousands in costs. We can even help with the petition to determine succession to primary residence process. Our contact info is in the About section. Don't wait, reach out today. In a probate sale, not just anyone can sign the listing agreement. So if you're wondering whether all heirs need to sign, here's the simple truth. Now, this is something that I have lots of people ask me these questions. A lot of agents ask me these questions. Who's supposed to sign? When can they sign? All of that. So Bill, really only the personal representative has authority, right?
Yeah, that's correct. The only person who can sign a listing agreement in a probate sale is the court-appointed either executor or administrator. No one else has the right to sign that listing agreement. And quite often, inexperienced realtors will attempt, or they will have an heir or heirs sign a listing agreement before anybody's appointed. And basically you end up with a listing agreement that is completely unenforceable.
I see it.
Yeah, and the court has to grant the authority first.
Well, yeah, the personal representative, the administrator or executor, must have the letters of administration or letters testamentary issued by the court. Letters of administration if there's no will, letters testamentary if there is. No listing should be signed before these are granted. It's not an enforceable listing unless that listing agreement was signed after the court has issued those letters. And I've seen it where somebody has a listing agreement that is not valid.
Yep.
Realtors should always ask to see the letters. Without them, the listing isn't valid. I've seen mistakes in the letters. It's very, very important that you have a probate realtor
Absolutely.
Who understands what that document looks like.
Yeah.
And heirs may be involved. They don't sign.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. The heirs will always want input. Obviously, they'll want to know what's going on, and that's fine. And that's not a problem. But the heirs normally in a probate sale, they're not going to be signing anything. There's a caveat to that. If you're going through the probate sales process, there's a document called Notice of Proposed Action that's involved, and that goes out to the heirs. They can sign that if they want to, sign the consent line on that. But in general, heirs usually don't really sign anything. They just don't. A good agent such as yourself in probate will communicate with the heirs and let them know what's going on, which is good, and that helps preclude any problems cropping up. But again, heirs really normally just don't sign anything.
When we're talking about heirs here, I mean the personal representative, the administrator executor, may very well be an heir.
Sure.
Usually is.
Sure.
Of course they are.
They would sign,
Yeah.
but heirs other than the personal representative normally wouldn't sign anything.
Yep.
Yeah, and what if we've got multiple people appointed in charge of the estate?
Yeah, sometimes there are co-executors or administrators, and that's okay. It's a lot easier and smoother on the real estate side when there's one. I've had, unfortunately, when there's even more than that, and it really complicates the situation when there's so many decision makers, and tends to be they can't always agree. But whenever there are co-administrators or co-executors, all of them, say that if there's two, both must sign the listing. If there's 10, which would be crazy, but if you want to go that way, I guess you go that way.
It's generally not a good way to go.
Don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Then all must sign, not only the listing agreement, but every single document.
Every real estate document.
Exactly. And the letters will specify all the individuals who have authority. Now, there are red flags to avoid.
Sure, yeah, and really the biggest red flag is a realtor is asking the heirs to sign an heir or heirs to sign a listing agreement before they've been appointed by the court. I mean, that's a huge red flag. And again, that's a situation that Brendan and I have seen. I run into it relatively often, and it's a big no-no. It's a big red flag, you know?
Yeah, I mean, true story here. So we get a lot of questions, and I get a lot of calls and emails, direct messages on our channel. And I had somebody who was very unhappy with their agent, and he was telling me some information. So I said, hey, what are the dates on this? And started looking into it. They signed the listing agreement long before a personal representative was named. So that was one, it wasn't a valid listing agreement. It was also written for 14 months. And so a caveat to this, a probate listing agreement has a maximum period of 90 days.
Yeah.
And every 90 days, if it's going longer, you can extend for another 90 days up to 270 days. So that wasn't a valid listing agreement from the start. It was for a period that was longer than allowed, not even for the initial period, but even the extended period. Not valid for a number of reasons. And that seller, the personal representative, clearly didn't ask the correct questions when interviewing the agent. But yeah, if you're not sure who has the authority, give me a call. I'll look into it. Send me the letters, or maybe I can access the website for the court. A lot of them will allow me, once I know certain names with a case number, to take a look at the form and download them, and I will help you verify it. I've handled dozens and dozens of probate sales, and I know exactly what paperwork is needed. So please reach out to me, and I'll make sure it's valid and enforceable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So please like and subscribe. We have lots of content for you, and reach out if we can help you.